What's going on, boys and girls? The Keymaster 84 coming at you guys with our PlayStation E3 2016 preview. PlayStation, this is not how this video was intended to be made. PlayStation decided to blow up my entire video with an announcement this morning. Well, I wouldn't say this an announcement, but a confirmation. They confirmed that PlayStation Neo is a thing. PlayStation 4.5, 4K, Neo, whatever you want to call it. It is a thing. Pre-E3, they dropped the ball, said, hey, it is a thing, but, sorry guys, it will not be at E3. What the hell? What the hell? Like, I feel like I'm going to have the exact same conversation I did yesterday about PlayStation today. Because Nintendo, they're not going to have the NX at E3. Now, PlayStation's not going to have their Neo at E3. What are you guys doing? But anyways, let's break it down here, guys. Okay, so, well, what we do know about PlayStation. Games. I think now that the whole hardware thing is out of the picture, because Neo will not be at E3, that leaves PlayStation able to focus solely on PlayStation VR and games, which I think is good because it'll be more focused, and what everybody loves seeing in press conferences, games. So, with that being said, games I think now that we will definitely be hearing about. I honestly do believe that there's going to be a God of War tease, announcement, demo, who knows? Because now that Drake is over, you know, Uncharted, sorry. Drake's character, but everybody knows that, you know, Uncharted is the name of the game. Now that Uncharted is over, they really need to bring back another big staple game for PlayStation. And I think God of War would be a good contender for that spot. I mean, obviously, we're going to be getting a ton of Call of Duty coming out of PlayStation because of the 1 month exclusive. And I hope that they announce something to do with fixing their Bluetooth connectability, because I know that's been an issue this year for LANs. What else? I think Destiny is going to have a huge thing. I know that Bungie is doing a thing Friday, aka tomorrow. No, aka today. See, I am so lost right now, guys. My week is... Anyway, that's a video for the other time. But Bungie is doing a video today on their expansion. But everything I've read and heard has still maintained that no matter what, there's going to be a ton of Destiny news coming out. So I'm like, well, if Bungie's going to have a big thing today, then what are they going to tell us that we don't already know at E3? Well, there is this thing called Destiny 2, which I think will be at E3. It will be, I don't know if it'll be front and center, but it'll definitely be a big thing. I think they'll probably do like a recap, like what's happened over the first year, all that good stuff, because in theory, the Destiny 2 is supposed to be out before the next E3. So, with that being said, I think you're going to see a lot of Destiny talk. You're going to be seeing a lot of Call of Duty talk. Final Fantasy VII Remake, a little peek in at Final Fantasy 15. You know, I'm definitely, Last Guardian. If people are hoping Last Guardian's coming out this year, you best hope that Last Guardian is huge at E3. I think if Last Guardian is coming out this year, PlayStation will be, you know, featuring it front and center as their creme de la creme, because the hype is real in that game. So, with that being said, what are some of the rumors we're hearing about? Obviously, PlayStation 4.5 was a big thing, but now it's gone. PlayStation 4.5 is gone. It's off the table. It's still there, but off the E3 table. Another thing going down is, a lot of these games are coming out that have been leaked. You got, Watch Dogs 2 and so forth like that. So it'll be really interesting to see. Usually, a lot of the developers, even if they have their own press conference, do have some stuff in these press conferences as in the console developers have their games there as well. So I'm really interested to see on, where does Watch Dogs 2 end up? Where does, all these different little games, smaller games, non-first party games end up? I mean, games we definitely know are going to be on PlayStation, like I have said. You're going to get your Final Fantasy 7 update, you're going to get your Final Fantasy 15, you're hopefully going to get your Last Guardians. And then, I honestly do believe you're going to get a God of War something. And then VR, baby. Tons of VR coming out. So, with that being said, my predictions. God of War. I hope that Last Guardian's coming out. Sorry, guys. I'm really having to make this video totally different than I had the original. So, I'm kind of unprepared. When they dropped the bombshell this morning, because my last video was very heavily focused on 4.5 being there. A lot of my predictions were about 4.5, showing it off with the PlayStation VR, all this good stuff, and now it's just like, and so now I'm like, well, great, PlayStation. Thanks a lot, you guys. Totally just ruined my video. I know I could have still posted it and then just made a video saying I made this video before I found out, but that's not how I roll. So, I think there's going to be a lot of PlayStation VR, but that leads me into a prediction. As a lot of people were saying that PlayStation VR would be coming out this fall. I believe that a prediction will be coming out stating that PlayStation VR is getting kicked to 2017. And that is unfortunate news. And unless something happens between now and between Gamescom and Tokyo Game Show, I don't see how, because the problem is 4.5 is supposed to be able to run their VR. And the PlayStation VR, it's like, how are you going to have one without the other? So, I'm not really sure where they're going to be standing on that, but we shall see. But I do have a strong prediction feeling that PlayStation VR will be delayed until 2017, unfortunately. I do believe it was supposed to come out this fall, 2016, but I do believe it's probably going to be pushed back to fall of 2017. I'm making that bold prediction right now. But, yeah, no, so, PlayStation, I think, is going to have a great event. They are going to have a ton of games now that the whole 4.5 talk has just been pushed out of the way. God, these lights today. Now that 4.5 has just been like, nope, not talking about it. Deal with it. And we'll see how that turns out for them. They still could maybe announce a PlayStation 4 Slim. Because, and this is where I'll get into my next bold prediction. I do believe that there will be a PlayStation Slim, mainly because the PlayStation 4.5K is supposed to work in conjunction with this PlayStation 4. It's supposed to be just made a more hardcore version. So basically it'd be like, instead of you ordering a Dell, you ordered an Alienware type situation. And that leads me to believe that either you're going to own both consoles or one or the other. And the problem with that is that, the 4.5, it can't be much smaller than the 4, because it's got a whole lot of all that extra nice stuff in it. But you just can't, I just don't know how you're going to fit both a 4 and a 4.5 on your desk, in your entertainment center. That's a lot of console, baby. Those things ain't small. So, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I do believe there will be a PS4 Slim announcement, just to combat Microsoft, because Microsoft's supposedly going to be coming out with a Slim this year. Obviously, we have to wait and see. But I do believe that they will announce a Slim. So my bold predictions are God of War, Last Guardians, best be there, PlayStation Slim. Those are my bold predictions. Lock them in. So, with that being said, you guys, we will find out Monday night. What is that? The 13th. Yes, the 13th is when we'll find out. So, with that being said, guys, tomorrow, Xbox. My home console. My proud console. We'll dive in. We'll talk about what's been going on, the rumors, and the predictions. So until tomorrow, guys, this has been the Keymaster 84. And as always, we play games to make gains, and haters are going to hate. I'll see you guys tomorrow.